Alicia lawyer Sean Purcell's with me, forensic consultant out of Kansas. Patrick McDonough, defense attorney. Trinity Hundredmark, defense attorney. All right, Sean Purcell's. I'm just very curious about what effect methamphetamine is going to have on a baby. Hold on, Sean, hold on, attorneys. Dr. Stephen M. Taylor has just joined us, addiction psychiatrist. Dr. Taylor, what effect would methamphetamine have on a baby if the mom is using meth?
Well, if the mom is using meth just a little bit before giving birth, we know that babies who are born with methamphetamine or other drugs in their systems have a great deal of risk for complications of birth and problems when they develop. So the baby is very much at risk for all kinds of health problems and developmental problems.
How long will methamphetamine stay in your system, Dr. Taylor? How long will it stay in your system?
Methamphetamine will only stay in the system 2 to 3 days, so it doesn't stay that long. So it depends on how long before she gave birth that she was using the drug.
Patrick McDonough, Trinity Hundredmark, Sean Purcell's. You heard the allegation, Trinity Hundredmark. This was intentional. Right before she breastfeeds, she actually goes to the trouble, according to police, to grind up hydrocodone, snort it. It's not like she's taking a pain pill her doctor gave her with a glass of water. She's grinding it up and snorting it, then breastfeeds. Within minutes, baby dead. What's your defense, Trinity?
Nancy, we're trying to charge this woman for breastfeeding while taking hydrocodone. I had a C-section. When I was released from the hospital, I was prescribed hydrocodone and I breastfed my kid. It's not something that's not done. And there's no breastfeeding mom out there that has not accidentally fallen asleep while they are breastfeeding. You're tired,
Trinity?
You're taking narcotics to deal with pain. It's not a crime to fall asleep while you're breastfeeding. My question is, who let her leave the hospital with that child if we know she was on meth?
Hold on.
Knew when they would have known that baby was on meth at the hospital.
To Justin Fryman, Justin, is there even a shred of evidence to suggest that she had a prescription for hydrocodone?
Nancy, there is not. And even if she did, there is no way it would have said, please crush up and snort.
Okay, back to the lawyers, Patrick McDonough and Trinity Hundredmark, Sean Purcell's. Trinity, you refer to the fact that after you gave birth, you had painkillers. All right, just a quick cross-exam. Were they prescription, or did you buy them off somebody on the street corner?
No, they were prescription. But again, Nancy, I want to go back to who let her leave the hospital. Did you grind them up and snort them, or did you take them according to the directions? As they were prescribed. And again, we don't know that she's admitted to snorting them. We don't know that.
Yes, she did. Didn't you just hear Emily Welker with the Fargo Forum? I mean, let's deal with reality. Patrick McDonough, I'm serious. What is the defense?
Here's the defense. First of all, it appears when she left the hospital, there's no evidence of any methamphetamine in the baby or in her. The second thing is, it doesn't happen after minutes after breastfeeding. It appears that she fell asleep, and an hour and a half later, the baby died. So the question is, was this an accident, or was there something she did intentional? And their state carries the burden to make this causal link between the drugs and the death, and they haven't done it.
Sean Purcell's forensic consultant, weigh in.
Yes, here's my problem with this case. In investigating several hundred baby deaths, you have a lady who grind up the hydrocodone. She's taking it improperly. When you grind it up, they do that because they want a quicker delivery into their system to basically get a high. Hydrocodone is a central nervous system depressant to the point to where it drives your respiratory rate down and you basically fall asleep, and if you take too much, you'll die. She breastfeeds this child and most likely smothers the child after taking this and not knowing what's going on. In my opinion, she should be held responsible for the death of that child.